Good afternoon. Am I audible to you guys? Yes, no.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So today we will see a program for recursion because last class we did learn about recursion. So today we will see a program for that. Can you see the console?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
okay. So this is a program to find factorial number. Okay. Do you know what is factorial number? It should be in your maths class. Anyone? What will be the factorial of 3? What's the factorial of 3?
6
6. How you calculated it? 3 into 2
into 2 into 1.
to 1. Correct? So same, you just need to put that formula in your program. So as I already mentioned, you can write a program just in simple way, everything inside the int main or main function, or you can use factorial function. Okay, then you can also use function and you can also use recursion function. Recursion is nothing but the function, just that in recursion a function calls itself. Okay, so here I'm taking a function, name is spec. Okay, and argument is going to be integer type and the return type is also integer type. So rest is just normal, you just take a number from the user. After taking it, you are just calling the function here, f equal to fact n. So this is simple your function call. Okay, then you are going to print it. So when you will call this function, the control will come over to this portion. So here you have defined the function. Okay. Okay. So what happens here? Factorial in n. So first condition is if n is not equal to 0, means n is equal to 0, return 0. So factorial of 0 is always 0, right? Then factorial of n 1 equal to always 1, correct? So you just put that condition first. If number is 0, factorial is 0, return 0. If number is 1, then again return 1. But if it is not 0 and 1, what it's doing? It's just returning n into here, it just call itself again. It's calling the same function again, fact n minus 1. Okay, so you can consider it like this 0 is the stopping condition. Okay, so what's happening here? This missed. So if you run, it's asking you to put a number. So just put 3 and answer is 6. Remember the one I explained you for summation of the numbers? So it's just the same. Okay, so when you put 3, that means it is finding n equal to 3. So it will check whether n equal to 0 or not. n is not equal to 0, so it will check next condition whether n is equal to 1 or not, and n equal to not 1. So it will come to this part, n equal to factorial n minus 1. That means it's calculating 3 into factorial n minus 1, that is 3 minus 1 is 2, correct? So here first it will be like 3 into factor of 2, correct? N minus 1, 2. Okay. Now, since it called it again, then it will again go to the same function. Now, you are looking for factorial 2, correct? So here again, same thing, condition not satisfied. Ultimately, it will come to this portion. So next point will be, you are looking for 2 into factorial of 2 minus 1, right? So 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, now it's again calling the function. Now fact1 n equal to 1. So it will simply return you 1. Okay, so the moment value of n equal to 1, it will return 1. So this value will be first passed to this portion. That means I'm just writing it here. Okay, so this portion after you got 1, that this 1 value will be passed to this portion first, correct? 2 into factorial of 1 is 1. Okay, so now the value of this portion is 2. Then this 2 will be again passed to this portion. Okay, now factorial of 2, you found the answer is 2. So now 3 into 2 is 6. So final 6 value will be again returned to this calling function f equal to 6. So that's how we got it. Okay. So you can find out this number, or you can actually write any program, but it's mainly used for sorting. You can use for searching, and you can use for traversing. Okay, same factorial, finding factorial number, you can just simply write it without using function or recursion. But if you use recursion, it is a bit easier, right? You just need to call the function again. So clear how it's passing the values? First, if your value is 5, then again it will be 5 into factorial 4. Then again for this portion, it will try to find out this portion and so on. So once you get the result, again step by step, you will get the answers. Then final answer will get back to the calling part. Okay, so if this is the case, then I have a task for you to find Fibonacci series. Okay. Okay, before that also let's see the portion we checked today, means using your auto static
Ma'am,
register
to find
Fibonacci series. Okay, so let's see the normal things first, then I'll show. I hope everyone know the Fibonacci series. What is it? Fibonacci series is something like, for those who don't know, okay, so it looks like 0, then 1, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 5, and so on. Okay, so how do we exactly find the series? your first value is 0. Okay, and second value is 1. Okay, this is common. First is 0, then second value is 1. Now, how you find the next value is there? Next value will be first plus second value. That means 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, next again same process. The previous addition of previous two elements, that means 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, next 2 plus 1 is 3. Next 3 plus 2 is 5. Then 5 plus 3 will be 8. Then 8 plus 5 will be 13. Then 13 plus 8 will be 21, and so on. Okay, that's the Fibonacci series. You got the concept? Next element will be the addition of previous two numbers. First value is always 0, second is 1, then the third value will be 0 plus 1 equal to 1. Okay, just delete it. So first two values 0 and 1. Okay, then next value will be 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, then next value will be 1 plus 1, 2. Then again next value will be addition of previous two numbers, that means 2 plus 1 is 3. Next value 3 plus 2 equal to 5. Then 5 plus 3, 8, and so on. So it keeps going on. Okay. So your task will be to find the series up to 10 numbers. Okay. So 0 and 1 is just the default value. Okay, so that's Fibonacci series. Just remember the fact. The next value will be first plus second. Okay. Then you just set first equal to second, then second equal to next. Let me just show you. Okay, I'll just give you the example of next. So yeah, auto variables were what? All your local variables are your auto variables. That means here the n and f are the local variables, and these are also your auto variables. Okay, just simple. Next, let's see what is static variable. So it's normal function. So here I have p static variables, character c, I, and float f. So if you run the value, you will get back 0, 0, and 0 0.0. That's your default values. Okay. So nothing much, just that you have to put the static word static here. Okay. For register variable, you will get the 0 again. Okay, but if you try with different compiler, same program, let's see here. If you run, see, you are getting a different value. This is nothing but the address for the register. Okay, for the register, location is in CPU. So based on your, depending on your different compiler, you might get different answer. Okay, in some places you will get just 0, and in some other compiler you will get the memory location for the register value. Okay. Could you see the program in the other tab, other compiler? Stop it. See, in this one, in this compiler, online compiler, the value for register is giving just a memory location, but in other platform it's giving me 0. So it will mainly depend on your uh, compiler. Like the garbage value one, in some compiler you will just get the value 0, and for some compiler you will get the word garbage value. Okay, so that doesn't matter. Just remember for what variables you're supposed to get garbage and for what variable you're supposed to get 0 by the definition. Okay. Right now, malloc function I'll show later. Okay. See, for the register in one compiler I saw found 0, and in other places it didn't even show garbage value, it's just giving you the address. Okay, but just remember what should be the by default value. Like for automatic, I if we just simply print the numbers, it's supposed to get like garbage value, but again for the compiler you will just get 0. Okay, so your task will be to write a program to find a Fibonacci series at least for 10 numbers. Okay, so Fibonacci series, so if it is so if it is 0 and first two numbers, the second value will be 0 plus 1 is 1, right? Then again, next value will be, if you say this is the first value, this is the second value, and this is your next value. Okay, so just write first and second. Okay, so next value will be again 1 plus 1 will be 2. Okay, and again 2 plus 1 is 3, and so on. So your logic will be like, next will be first plus second, right? Then again first will become the second, right? After it's going, you just make second value as the first one when you try to get the next value. Then your second will become the next. Okay, so this is the logic. So you can do this program in both ways. It's like normal program, this in one inside your main function, or you can just use recursion. So I suggest you just try both. Okay, So that will be your task for today. And once you're done, just give the program and the screenshot in that WhatsApp group. Okay, clear? Okay, Barsha said yes. So I'm just stop sharing. And
Ma'am, we have to write the program to find Fibonacci series of n numbers or 10 numbers.
just find for the 10 numbers first. Okay, if you can find the 10 numbers, then you can also find for any numbers, right? For the display purpose, just limit to 10. Okay. Let me take the attendance. আৰু কোনোবাই কিবা বুজি নাপালে সুধিবা দেই। Okay, attendance done. Okay, thank you all. See you in next week. Okay, I get up for it. Just give in your WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you. কোৱা
এই বছৰ ইউনিভাৰ্চিটি খুলিব নাই বাৰু?
কি বস্তু?
ইউনিভাৰ্চিটি মানে এইটো 2021ত খুলিব নাই বাৰু?
2021ত খুলিব নে নাই? এতিয়াতো হস্পিটেল বনাইছে, সেইটোহে প্ৰব্লেম হৈছে। একো 2021ত খুলিব লাগে, ইমান দিন নালাগে। হস্পিটেল এতিয়া কিমান দিনলৈ ৰাখে বা? হস্পিটেল নাৰাখিলে মেবি খুলিলে হয় অলপ সোনকালে, বাট চিন্স হস্পিটেল বনাইছে অলপ এক্সট্ৰা টাইম লাগিব পাৰে।
অকল জে ব্লকটোহে বনাইছে
মানে অকল জে ব্লকটো মানে এতিয়া মেম হস্পিটেল হৈ থাকিব নেকি মেম?
হস্পিটেল কিমান মান্থৰ সদায় মানে ফৰ এভাৰ হস্পিটেল নবনাই, জাষ্ট টেম্পৰেৰীহে, মেবি 1 মাহ 2 মাহটো তেনেকৈ থাকিব।
মেম নিউজৰ মতেচোন, নিউজত কোৱা মতে 5 ইয়াৰ্ছৰ কাৰণে এগ্ৰিমেণ্ট কৰিছে বুলি দিছিলে যে।
সেইবোৰ কথা নকবা আকৌ, আমিও ভয় খাওঁ। আমিও নিবিচাৰো তেনেকুৱা হোৱাটো। 5 ইয়াৰ্ছলৈ নোৱাৰেও। এডুকেশ্যনেল ইনষ্টিটিউট এনেও ঘপককে 5 ইয়াৰ্ছৰ কাৰণে বনাব নোৱাৰে ন।
মুঠতে মেম থাৰ্ড সেমিষ্টাৰটো যাতে অনলাইন নহয় সেইটো দি ভাল। থাৰ্ড সেমিষ্টাৰটো অনলাইন।
আমিওতো ভাল নাপাওঁ অনলাইন কৰি। আমিও বেয়া পাওঁ ঘৰত সোমাই সোমাই এনেকুৱা ক্লাছ কৰি থাকিবলৈ, ভাল নালাগে।
তাকেইতো মেম।
চবেই
মেম বহুত দিন হ'ল পৰীক্ষা দিয়া নাই, অফলাইন পৰীক্ষা দি পাহৰি গলো মানে দিব সেনেকুৱা পৰীক্ষা।
অফলাইন দি পোৱাই নাই ন?
অ,
অনলাইন
2
অৱশ্যে
বছৰ
একদম
মেম হায়াৰ ছেকেণ্ডেৰীতে অফলাইন দিয়া, তাৰপিছত দিয়াই নাই আৰু।
অনলাইন এক্সাম তোমালোকৰ এতিয়া অলপ ইজি হৈ আছে, তোমালোকৰ মাৰ্কছ উঠাব। অফলাইন এক্সামততো অলপো চিটিং কৰিব নোপোৱা। অনলাইন এক্সামত ষ্টিল তোমালোকৰ চান্স থাকে চিটিং কৰিবলৈ নে, নৰ্মেল কথা।